Having now seen the footage, I can tell you it is dull, so I'm going to put on my best Ian Hubert impersonation. If you keep watching after that, that is on you. The floor is lava. Not really, it's just an area node with a collision box, but make it look like lava. Area nodes are great. Here's one disguised as a checkpoint. Give it a script that tells anything that passes through it it's a checkpoint to really sell the illusion. Area nodes hunt in packs, so scatter them along your track to have the best chance of success. Now add a script to the lava that tells anything that falls through it to return it to its previous checkpoint, and what do you know? Now when marbles fall into lava, they teleport back to the last checkpoint. So, as you may have noticed, I've been making videos since the start of the year, but there's a fairly large gap between each one. This is because I am not very good, but also because I have a day job. So until very recently, I've been working Monday to Fridays. I find the video editing process to be very laborious, and I find that I'm a massive perfectionist. Now, that doesn't mean that I succeed in achieving perfection. It means that I waste too much time trying to achieve perfection when I'm not actually good enough to get anywhere close to what I would consider to be good enough. And it never is good enough. That's kind of the point. So that's what this is. This is an attempt to try and break that mold by creating something in a different format. I don't know whether I'll stick to this format. I'm finding this just as hard, if not harder. I've spent a lot of today looking at this camera and talking to myself and deciding that it's mostly trash. But whatever, I can cut this shit out in post. But no, that's the point, is to stop cutting shit in post. The point is, I'm incredibly slow at making videos. I just want to get something out there more regularly, especially as I've recently dropped to a 4-day working week. This new format will pick one of the features that I'm working on for my game, or whatever I'm really working on at that point in time, and I will just focus on it for an hour and record it pretty much unedited. I will, of course, try to remove any of the sort of junk bits, or if there's huge swaths of silence, which I'm very much expecting. But ultimately, this is about me overcoming my flaws a bit more than it is entertaining. Unless you find that entertaining and hopefully interesting, at least to some degree. But who knows? I mean, fingers crossed this will improve as it goes on. I'm expecting this to be quite dull. But yeah, I'll jump straight into it with, I think, a video on checkpoints. Alright, let's put a timer up. Boom, 1 hour. Checkpoint system. That's what we want. We want a checkpoint system. So, marble falls off the track. We want some means for it to reset itself back onto the track within a reasonable distance of where it fell off. So, the way I think we can achieve this is we'll create a new node 3D. We'll just call it checkpoints. Each one of these will be a area 3D, and each area will need a collision shape. Interesting. Polygon shape, polygon shape, shape. Not sure what polygon. And for now, we'll just make these boxes. I don't think they need to be anything other than boxes. Let's just make sure I've got collision shapes turned on, which is do. And then let's grab that box and move it where we need it. So what I like to do is set up a second viewport, and with this one we just want it looking over the top. We'll set it to wireframe and turn off the environment. That way I can see pretty much all of the track. And it just allows me to line things up so that it's it allows me to line things up using an over-the-top view. So here I can really easily just drag the checkpoint to where the start of the track is over here. And then if I change to a Z or X aligned orientation, and maybe let's turn off the outdoors. It doesn't need to be there for now. And then just drag this up here. So I'm pressing F, by the way, to zoom in on a particular object. I'm just orbiting around it by middle mouse click. I think, like, straight away there'll be a checkpoint. The first checkpoint will be start of the track, obviously. So the next checkpoint I think could be quite far away, really. Sort of down at the bottom of this hill. Around about there. Or thereabouts. And the collision shape we want to be a box, but how big do we want this box to be? I don't know. Also, none of the controls for the collision shape is showing up. Is 5 gizmos turned off? Yes, that's not bad. So now we can see all the collision shapes. This is going to get messy real quick. But we can just drag these around, create a box which roughly matches the shape of where the marble will have to be as it passes this particular point. I think that should be fine, and the rest we can do just by rotating it. So essentially, if the player passes through this box, it will register as having passed that checkpoint. So that's the idea. So we'll just call this checkpoint, and we'll give it a script. Second, and we'll call this checkpoint. As good as any. Okay. Here, nothing happened. That is passing straight through that checkpoint and doing absolutely shit all. Why? It's connecting to itself. That's how I did it before. Whoops. Okay. Body enters. We want to set body number on. Up equals 1 equals number. Body dot. Okay. And then yep. So body dot. So as the body passes into the checkpoint area, we set the body's checkpoint variable. Remember, it's checkpoint up. Cool. So back to the marble, we need this to have a variable called. Oh, whoops! Don't do that. Let's just put it here. Checkpoint number 0. Then down here, that could be deleted. Yeah, checkpoint number 0. Cool. Then that should be 0 at the start, 1 when you pass it. Then we want a floor other area. So this one will be the shape 3D. Give that a shape. Again, we're going to give it a box shape because I don't like planes in general. Move that to over here. Yeah. Change somewhat. Single controls. Gizmos. Be as wide as the track. Room. A little bit. Should be bigger really. Just to make sure that if anyone crosses it. Maybe a little bit lower than the pool table. Pool table should also be. It's hard to see now. Definitely got some more the bottom of the track. Yeah, that'll do. Small. Effectively, have now created a flat plane that will get it to kill the player if the player equals over. This layer 2 as well. Then we want to attach a script to this. And we'll just call it floor for now. And self again. Body entered body. Body dot. Not supposed to move the transform. It's not. Also, it's not the body. It's. And then for child in somewhere else. Let's just put this here for now. And for child in checkpoints. Dot children. Child dot number. That's what we called it. Yep. Child dot number equals checkpoint num. Whether that's a reasonable spot. Yeah, so it's going to use the center of that checkpoint as the spawn point. I'm fine with, I think. Yeah, if child dot number equals checkpoint num, then body dot get. Wait, what is moving in this marble scenario? Does the marble move? I can't even remember. If I impulse to the ball, but then board apply, label sprite, or origin equals ball transform origin. So it's a sub of the marble. I think it's the ball that we move. Okay, and then body dot oval. Yeah, that'll probably work. Maybe. Maybe not. So first things first is we pass that first origin. There we go. It said 1. So now if we deliberately go off track, hopefully we can make it go off track. And there we go. I'll pop back to checkpoint 1. I think though we probably need to clear all of the physics because it can start in the weird direction. It needs to reset. Orientation of this. The checkpoint. The Z orientation forwards. Match that. So body dot rotation. Is that? I don't even know if I can use that. Basis. Of course it is. Global transform. And we will just take a second checkpoint. That checkpoint 2. Okay. Try. Oh no. Is that just because the surface facing? Yeah. Oh no, that worked. This way. It's not working. Why not? I need to reset the forces and then apply a small boost in the direction of travel. Force it to reset the work. I do this by setting the ball's mode to static and changing its position. Then I need to relaunch ball. change its position and set it to, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I need to freeze it. We got wanted to freeze it with pulse. New bases. Should be angles itself in the direction of travel, but I'm resetting the direction of travel. Or at least I should be. Yeah, anything. Let's pause it. I need to set the linear velocity in the direction of travel. And then it should mean body linear velocity equals origin minus child. How much for doing this in an hour? Beauty, that actually works. Yes. Point. Let's give the checkpoint the same arrows that the zooms have. Tip, tail. Oh. Here you go. So, now I have a rudimentary checkpoint system. A little bit late, but sure. Check that checkpoint by falling through the floor and yep. Restart where I should. Check this one as well. Restart where I should. That's checkpoint 3. Oh, and checkpoint 4. The only thing is I need to change that to be lower, because otherwise it's a very quick restart. Let's check that. Remember, it doesn't matter that they're out of order, as long as they're uniquely identified. 0.8, 9. finish. You can never make it to the finish line. Because the floor isn't low enough. There it is. I can possibly just fix that while this is running. Let's see whether it fails or not. So just move the floor. Now we make it. Yeah, that's more like it. And that's it. If you got this far, I think there's probably something a little bit wrong with you, but thanks for watching. And I welcome and look forward to any of your comments and suggestions in the future of what you would like to see. I realize that this format is really quite boring, and now that I've been through it myself and chopped out a lot of the silent bits, literally 40 minutes worth of silence, I'm clearly not well suited to this business of coding and talking at the same time. I don't fully understand how people do it just yet, but hopefully in future I'll make this a bit more interesting and got some ideas of how I can improve things. But really this is more of a sort of stopgap measure of being able to produce a video hopefully every week, or at least every fortnight, while I still work on those sort of larger, more interesting videos where I break down one of the sort of bigger pieces that I've done. And eventually this marble run will get one of those videos, like a proper sort of 10-minute behind the scenes, whereas I think these are much more sort of in the minutiae, showing how I code, but also hopefully giving some respite to others who think that they also code badly, and you know, we all muddle along, we'll get there in the end. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, if you've got this far, you must be mad to begin with.